Hello, folks. This week I want to take a look at the song This Land Is Your Land, the Woody Guthrie tune. And kind of in the spirit of Pete Seeger, I got my banjolele here, so let's play this tune. In terms of chords, This Land Is Your Land is a pretty simple song. It's in the key of C. We have a C chord, an F chord, and a G7 chord. So if you've been playing ukulele for a little while, these chords should be pretty familiar to you. And let's play the chorus so we can kind of see what that looks like and see what it sounds like. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. So the basic rhythmic principle of what I'm playing under all that is down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And sometimes variations around that. I might drop a beat here or there or add an extra beat to fill things out a little bit more. But that's the basic strumming pattern that I'm playing. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. To help spice it up a little bit, I'm throwing in some Travis picking, or something that's very close to Travis picking, a form of guitar picking. Now, what I'm basically doing is I'm playing the chord twice, and then plucking these strings individually for those last two beats. So if I'm thinking down, 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 up, or 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I might do something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, up. Like so. Now, the pattern that I'll, there are kind of two patterns that I will use for this approach. I'll pluck the C and E string, and then the G string, and the A string. So kind of going from inside out. C, E, G, A. And if we check out what's going on with my right hand here, I'm doing C with my thumb. I'm playing the E with my middle finger, G with my thumb, and then the A with my ring finger. It's the same note. How can I angle my hand so that you can see what I'm doing? There we go. Sort of. Get that in there, like that. Hey! So that is one pattern that I'm using in the mix. Right? Another one that I'll do is outside in. So same fingers on the same strings. I'm just starting from the outside. Thumb on G, ring finger on the A, thumb on the C, and middle finger on the E string. Now, in a lot of lesson books and tutorials, you'll see that it is usually these three fingers that are most commonly used, so thumb and index and middle, as opposed to me using my middle and ring. I just default to these fingers. It feels very comfortable to me to play like that. Try it with different fingers and see what works best for you. A little addition to that same picking style, that same picking idea, is instead of playing a full chord on that first beat, I might just hit a single note. So I might just hit my lowest string, the C string here, then play the chord, and then do a picking pattern. So has a really neat sound. On a re-entrant tuned ukulele with our high G, that can sound, I don't know, a little bit different. That technique was kind of created for the guitar, which would have a low string where our G string is on the ukulele. So if we grab a low G ukulele, we could see how that alters the sound of that finger picking pattern. Now, by saying that, I'm not trying to get you to go out and buy another ukulele. I'm simply trying to justify why I have so many ukuleles. But remember, you don't have to get fancy. We can still do 2, 3, and 4. And it sounds beautiful. All right, now that we've got some strumming ideas, let's dig into the song. For your reference, if you were singing along with this as well, your starting note is a C note. So your open C will do to kind of help you find that pitch of the first note that you're singing. I'm going to be singing it down here. This. Now we've got a little pickup, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This land is. And then we're into the tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and I've rambled, and I've followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. A voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. In the squares of the city, by the shadow of the steeples, in the relief office, I saw my people, and some were stumbling, and some were wondering if this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. So the thing to remember with all of the strumming patterns that you hear throughout me playing this song, they are all really based on this eighth note strum, this down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? So most of the strumming patterns we think about are going to be based off of some combination of those 8 beats, those 8 eighth notes. So if I get my 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I can drop beats basically. Like if you can do this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, all you've got to do is drop beats here and there, playing less, to make different combinations to make that sound cool. So some of those combinations that you're hearing are down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. You've got 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Sometimes, like leading into a chorus, I might go 1, 2, 3, 4. Really accenting that this land is your land. So really kind of like using those quarter notes to build up anticipation for the chorus there. And then of course all the finger picking business that we fit in there is still fitting into those 8 eighth notes, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Any of those strumming patterns will work throughout the entire thing, but it can be fun to mix them up, especially in a song with so many verses, and I even cut out some verses for this arrangement. It's nice to have different options to kind of like bring up the intensity or bring down the intensity in a song with the same chords that is repeating for a period of time. It's nice to have different tools to change things up as you go. So play around with the song, have lots of fun. It is a good one to sing, and everybody knows it, so I bet you can convince people to sing along with you. Great one for the holiday weekend. I hope you all stay safe at whatever kind of celebration you might be having this weekend. Eat some good food. Stay safe, and I will talk to you all next week. Thank you so much. Take care.